everyone pretty much knows of my name, and about me now. That's here. Uh, and how did you hear about me, Doug?
Well, I'm in very close contact
With Margot?
Oh, very close.
Okay.
And Eli, yeah, for about the past 6 months, and I've had a few initiations, and we're working on the next one.
Yes.
And we talk about you almost. We have a one-on-one lesson. We talk about you weekly.
I hope it's decent.
She loves your classes. She loves to learn, as you know, and you come
Yeah.
up all the time. And I know that you have a gift, and I'm blessed to know that, and want healing for all of us. It's the will of God.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's good. It's all good. It's all good. And so, let's see. There's supposed to be a few more, so they may still come in. That's from Lynn. And Lynn's in Canada, and I think the internet is amazing how she could do this. So, in any case,
There's a bit of a delay, though.
yeah, I don't even notice the delay on my part.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. And like when Doug was talking, or Mike, or Harry, it was just immediate, I think. So, all right, we'll see who else comes along here. In any case, I'll let them in. Oh boy. Anything anyone want to ask about what I do, or what I believe in, or about healing or intuition or anything else that I can try to answer? Unless someone stumps me, which I would love to be stumped. And please feel free. Mike, any questions or anything, my friend?
No, nothing I can think of right now.
All righty. Doug, anything you can think of?
Yeah, there is a few things, if I may.
Please.
I'm 73 tomorrow. Hard to believe, but it's true.
You're a youngin'.
Yeah. Yeah. 73 trips around the sun this lifetime, right? And God works in mysterious ways sometimes.
You ain't kidding.
Yes. My dad had a heart attack. My brother had a horrible heart attack. I have since, for the past 12 years, made sure that wouldn't happen to me. I go to my cardiologist 3 times a year, get my blood work. Blood work is wonderful. Everything's wonderful.
Yeah.
But he said, there's one little thing we have to check. So I just want to make sure my heart is 100% healthy. And I'm also praying for my wife of 30 years who's having lower back problems. And I know she's really a believer. She loves Jesus Christ. She loves angels, but she's a little shy. So, but
that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Yeah, pertaining to your heart, there's nothing that I get, from inside, into what they call intuitively. Yeah. And I'm not a psychic or anything like that. I just perceive immediate answer
I understand.
for situations, And I don't play psychic or fortune teller, but usually what I perceive, it turns out to be true somehow. Yes. In the mind of God. Yeah, and that's my perception.
You speak from the self, and I appreciate that. Well, how about my wife?
And with the lower back, it was like while you were talking about it, I saw it. Discomforts, and part of it might be musculature around. Let's see. First, there's a tailbone. Then there's C1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. Well, this is around C4 and 5, what they call. Yeah, and I personally don't see any deterioration there on the spine, though she might have a little, irritation there. and it might be, the cause might be coming from the muscles that are not in sync, that are attached to the spine as well, that extend out. If that be the case.
Yeah.
And so, what it takes to, in the physical world to fix that, I don't know what exercises or anything. I'm so unhealth oriented. It's amazing, and my whole diet is almond M&Ms with coffee, that's my life. So
Okay.
unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I don't know which.
Sugar's pretty addictive. She's an entertainer. She's a marvelous singer, and she was on stage. We met on stage 30 years ago, but she thinks from the high heels.
Oh God.
Years.
Yeah, that can be throwing the body out of sync too. The spinal column with the muscles, trying to figure out, where they should go, what they should do, how they should act, or react, or whatever.
So just she's in pain, and it's making her. She's a very strong lady. She's younger than me, and I just hate to see her get inactive.
Yeah, at one point I would love to, sometime in the future, be able to work with her.
Yes, indeed. We will affirm that. I will pray for that and believe it, and it will happen. It's just she's very willful, but she's very much a believer, and we were
sure.
And she really is. She really is. So
all right, good.
I believe for her best.
All righty. It's funny because I work a lot with what we refer to as believers, and I work a lot with people that are agnostic, or even existentialists in that respect, regardless whether they're believers or not, even though they're still believers, but they don't know it.
Of course. Oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah, and believing in the higher source.
Yes, yes, it is the higher source. We're in the Aquarian age, and it's getting in touch with the God self that we all have, that you've been in touch with for many years. And
hopefully.
Oh, you have been. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. And which we all are seeking, and especially now because things in the outside world are very insane, but it's from within. Even the heaven is within you.
I understand. What city do you live in?
We live in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. That's right. You said that.
Yeah.
My apologies. All right. I'll gladly say prayers for her and work with her.
Please.
And do that tonight, during this session. And Ray, talk to me. Tell me how you're doing. What's happening, my friend? Turn on your mic. There you go.
My 6 wounds from the prostate removal are healing up quite nicely.
Excellent.
Good. I've been walking, and I started a walk to run program, so I'm on my way back to running again. So
wow.
I'm feeling really good. So if you can, just check me out in that zone, probably that's a good thing.
Everything that you said, it seems just and sounds so perfect. And you'll probably be doing a heck of a lot more exercise now than you ever were. I don't know.
Well, I'm doing, with the incontinence, I'm doing tons of Kegels. It's just like I'm a Kegel champion over here. But
tell me something. Do you ever do like bran muffins and all this other stuff for that?
I haven't, but I could certainly for just the for the colon or what?
Yeah.
For incontinence.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the urine incontinence kind of.
Oh, okay. All righty.
It's just a byproduct of the prostatectomy.
Yeah. Okay, I can say gladly I'll
So-
work with you.
But the Kegels, yeah, sure. The Kegels seem to, you got to do them, but they do seem to work.
All right. Hey, whatever works, and there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
There's something for everyone. It's just finding that something that everyone needs, in their life. And everyone is just so unique, in that mind of God, with their body types, everything. There's no two bodies that are the same, even with the heart. Some people have the heart here in the center, some people off to the right, some higher, some lower, some more to the left. Everyone's body is unique, and the whole constitution of the body, it just, there's something to help everyone function optimally to some degree. Even if we've done damage to the body, the damage can be arrested through working with the healings and the prayers and all, which is healing. And even if, say, it's damaged, short story, just hypothetically, say if I work with someone that had severe pain for something that was happening in the body, say even a broken bone, they can still have the broken bone, but the pain might leave forever and they'll feel great, and then they can start redeveloping themselves. Or someone has cancer, they can still have the cancer all their life for years and years and years and no more affected by it. So I never know how this is going to happen, or the cancer will go away or whatever. I just don't know. I pretty much leave it to the old man or old woman upstairs. And I say, okay, boss, you take over and help this person, to feel better, or even to go through transition right away. That's happened many a time as well. But mostly it's people can, feel better, or their symptoms will no longer affect them in their life, and they'll be fully functional, whatever it is. So I don't know how the healing works. I just know that it does.
Yes.
And if I picture something in my mind, it'll be more perfection for that particular person. And then and what I'm doing is I'm seeing it in that mind the way that the mind is showing me to see it. So it might feel better, or it might no longer affect them, even though they still have it, or it'll be incremental in its healing process. I don't know. And so, and please, anyone, if you go to my website, there's a bunch of information, classes and stuff like that. In my perception, the classes are great. I love them. They're mine. So of course, but there's also a place for gifting or donation, whatever they call it. And please feel free in your heart if you want to do anything like that after the circles or whatever. And then on Thursday, we have the Healing Clinic. It's a short appointment, 20 minutes for anyone that's financially strapped. And it's a very powerful appointment. It's not as long as the regular appointment, which can be up to an hour, according to your needs. And I'll cover, anything during these appointments, either the Healing Clinic or the regular appointment. I'll cover everything that we can within that short period of time. And there'll be chatter, there'll be understandings, there might be something that comes through me that might express the cause of these situations. I don't know, I don't know. Most people tell me that something in our life has changed, and that's all that matters to me, really. And the rest is up to, as I always say, the old man or woman upstairs, which is really inside. So.
Yes, very good.
All right. Now, let me work, Ray, let me work real quickly with the prostate area, just to work with it.
Okay.
Now, have you also been experiencing discomfort when you eliminate?
Um, not not well. Maybe occasionally with urination, but not really that much. Just
Not consistently.
no, not
Okay,
consistent.
good. And you're drinking a lot of water and stuff?
Yeah, it's
Good.
important to drink it earlier in the
Yeah.
day, I found.
What's really important is to drink it all throughout the day.
Okay.
And that's going to help the elimination system remember itself. And
Yeah.
and
Okay.
it's very important, Ray.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes I forget, so I got to get better on that one.
Hey, believe me, I'm guilty. So, and I just read a report from urologists for men and women that it's so important for women to have at least 9 bottles of water a day and men to have 11. So,
Oh, wow.
or 13. Yeah. I don't know why the
Wow.
difference, but it was just really interesting, you know. So in any case, I guess there's during the day there's fumes from the body. It's almost equivalent in warmer weather. It's almost equivalent to a quarter a cup an hour that eliminate from us, and just in the fumes alone from the heats from our body. And so, just to say
Okay,
that,
yeah. So that,
yeah,
yeah. To replace that, yep.
yeah. And that's why I guess they're now saying, and I've always known that, but I guess why they're saying 13 for guys and 9 for women. Why the difference? I don't know.
Would that
But
13 8-ounce bottles?
yeah, yeah, 8 ounce or whatever they. Let me see here. These are 17 ounce. I could never have
Oh,
13 of these ever in my life. And
no.
I think they talk about cups. Have so many cups of water a day.
okay,
And a cup is 8 ounces.
okay.
Yeah,
Thanks,
they
Mike.
told me 64 ounces, but if I have more than that, that's certainly not going to hurt me, I think.
No, no. It's when you have maybe 2 or 3 gallons of water, that's when you can have water poisoning.
Yeah.
Literally. They actually have something called water poisoning. And it strips all the nutrients from the body or whatever. And very interesting. So that's 3 or more gallons, I think it is, in a day. So,
You
No,
know,
I won't
I'm
be
a-
getting that close.
if
what's
I
that?
may- if I may
I
say
won't be
something,
getting close to that.
Go ahead, Doug.
I've always heard that it's half your body weight in ounces. So if I'm 200 pounds, 100 ounces,
Wow.
which which is about 100 ounces, which is 3 large, well, not large, but 32 ounce
Yeah,
bottles.
that's plenty of 8-ounce cups,
Yeah.
as Michael suggested. Yeah.
But it's funny that I have to make a conscious effort to drink water, and there's no better drink than water. It's the best drink.
I hear you. And if you
Cold
get
water.
bored from it, yeah, if you get bored from it, they have these little containers. You put 2 drops of a flavor in, and you can get them, organic flavors, and they sell them in most stores. And just 2 drops taste like either cherry or blueberry or strawberry or whatever you want. And It's real interesting. And I tried that for a while, several years ago, and I was getting bored from water, no taste, no nothing. But then I started appreciating water again, and I haven't
Yeah.
bought any for years. So, and I think they were $2 or $3 for a container about this big, and it carried I don't know how many servings to it, a ton of them. But it gave a nice flavor too, which was nice. It was organic, whatever that means. I don't know of anything that can be organic now, but
Funny word.
yeah, yeah. And then if it's certified organic, I don't know how anything can be really organic because there's cross pollinations and stuff. But in any case, unless you live in a country that doesn't have, GMOs and stuff like that, which I know nothing about this stuff. All I've ever learned medically in life was from an ex-wife I was married to for 10 and a half years, and she's a neurologist. And I would listen to her on telephone calls, consulting other doctors or patients and stuff like that. And I only heard one half the conversation. And I picked up a few words. That's it. So that's my knowledge of medical. And so, all righty. Any case, so I did work with Uray and also the elimination. So let's see what that turns into. And I did perceive about more water in your life during the day, equally balancing out throughout the day. And sure, you're going to go to the bathroom more, but it's going to help your systems to remember themselves even more. That's what they're waiting for. You don't want that, I don't know if you call it a syndrome or whatever, to establish itself where you're not feeding it all the time and is going to dysfunction later in some other way.
Okay.
All right, my friend.
Will do. Thanks, Mark. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. And I have to remember this stuff myself. Everything I say to another person is about me. So been there, done that, still am, whatever. But I make sure that I have a lot of chocolate and almond M&Ms and coffee, even though coffee is a diuretic, and I think I'm getting fluids that way. Wrong. All right, it's eliminating fluids. All right, Mike, anything in particular, my dear friend?
No, I'm just recovering from that long COVID, and I feel a whole lot better than I did a couple months ago. But I got a ways to go, and you've been extremely helpful, and I appreciate that.
My honor.
I'm just being patient with it. So.
Okay. Yeah. And, there'll be times that you'll be able to say to it, hey, look, I notice you. Okay. I see you're there. I feel you. I sense you, whatever. I'm feeling the effects of it. I'm coughing, whatever. And say, hey, not now. Wait over there. I'll be right back. And you walk away from it. And then it won't participate in your life for that short time, or something of it will leave. And then we pick it up again when we remember it, or it doesn't want us to lose it. So we get to recognize it again and say, hey, I said, wait over there, I'll be right back. The more often we do that, we're actually able to replace it with a picture of feeling good, and that it will affect our body with a different pattern. It'll begin to create a greater pattern within us. Let me work with that, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure.
And you're going to remember what I just said earlier. I know that. I saw. So.
Yeah, I don't live with it 24 hours a day. I go about my life, and every now and then it'll make itself known, but
Yeah,
it's, before it was just had a grip on me. And it's
yeah,
better
yeah.
now.
And now it's working its way out, which is the same thing. Basically, it's a little slower than doing it this way, but it's still working itself out. So nothing to worry about. You know, it's going to take time, which
Yeah,
is
as long as
fine.
I don't screw it up again.
Yeah, yeah. Just take care of yourself. You know,
Right.
and you do. You do. All right. Awesome. Awesome. And Harry, anything in particular, my dear friend?
Oh, first off, can you hear me, Mark?
Yeah, I sure can, my friend.
Okay, because mine frame doesn't light up and I can't tell for sure you're hearing me.
Don't worry about it.
I want to thank you for the suggestion of adding the quinine water when I was having that pain in my shoulders, because that certainly seems to have helped a lot. So I'm
Yes.
grateful for that. And right now I'm just undergoing a lot of stress around trying to find a new vehicle since I totaled the other one. And so I would like some prayers around just the stress around getting a new set of wheels.
All right, so tell me something. What is the hindrance in that that's creating the stress?
Well, because I don't have any way of going out myself and looking at vehicles. So I've got to rely on one of my spouse's caregivers to take me to the look at things, and that's creating just some hassles and trying to figure out the best way to do it.
Right. All righty. Do you have any other neighbors that could possibly help you?
No, not right now.
Okay. All righty. Yeah, or even online finding someone in your town that could by going online.
Well, I can look, I'll work on that, but I appreciate that.
Okay, sure. Let me say a prayer for that though.
I appreciate it, Mark.
You got it, my dear friend.
Thank you, Mark.
All righty. How's Trixie doing?
She's holding her own. She's doing her exercises and she's hoping to walk again, but we're still working on it.
All right. All right. You keep pushing her.
I will, and I appreciate you asking about her.
All right.
Let her know you did.
All right. Please do.
I'm trying to even get her to come online with us. So you never know. Trixie may show up one of these.
Hey, you never know.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah, Doug.
may I make a suggestion for Harry?
Sure.
Yes, Harry. Hi, Doug here in Las Vegas. Hey, Harry, a couple years ago, I got a new car. They delivered it to my front door. And it was a used car, but a newer one. And they do that now. If you're interested, just look online to Carvana, Carvana. They're extremely polite. They don't haggle, don't go back and forth. You can look at all the cars that are available, and they're so nice to deal with. Just get your financing lined up, how you're going to pay them. They'll go to the DMV for you. They'll do everything you need, and they'll deliver it to your door. Carvana, I highly recommend it.
Okay, the one thing Doug, that I want to try to do is sit in the cars so I can see the difference
All right.
in so how
How it feels and stuff. Yeah.
and That's the part I gotta do. But I
Okay.
appreciate, I've seen Carvana and I will look at that.
Yeah, it's an option for you at least.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. And here, Lynn wrote, the dealership did that for my mother-in-law as well. Super nice, and even checked up on her a week later. They brought out several different cars for her to try.
Yes, they'll do that.
There you go.
Thank you.
You'll have 7 days to try a car and turn it in if you don't like it and exchange it, which is what I did.
That's Carvana, okay.
Arvana, go onto the
I didn't
website.
know. Yeah, I didn't even know they let you try it out. That's great.
You can exchange it in a week. If you don't like it, get another one.
How awesome.
It is awesome. It's a good company, a really good company.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I hope that works out.
Yeah, then you won't have to rely on others.
Yeah. There you go.
You can be self-sufficient totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when people ask, well, how'd you get this? Got it myself. All righty. All right, good. And Doug, talk to me. Who did you want me to work with, or what was the situation again, please?
Well, first of all, if my wife knew I was talking behind her back, she's so private, but I'm going to anyway. My wife, Cynthia.
What's her first name? Cynthia?
Cynthia, yeah.
All right. And what was her situation?
Her lower
Her back.
Yes, it's making it difficult to walk and be active. She was very active forever, and all of a sudden, for
Okay.
a couple years. But she's got a great spirit, but she is in pain.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Is it across the whole back?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You don't have to be. All right. One thing I said there was, as I remember, that there was no bone deterioration necessarily. It might be irritation in there, but it also might be a disc that's little out of whack in some way or another without diagnosing it. Because I don't diagnose, I don't prescribe, and I don't tell anyone they're healed ever. So I'm just, saying that might be. So let's see if this helps her in any way.
Okay.
And I'm so sorry she's going through this discomfort. Does it also affect her legs?
Yeah, it's made her kind of inactive. I mean, she still walks around and does work around the house, but if you're supposed to walk 6,000 steps a day, she's probably not 1,000.
Yeah, it's like me.
You gotta keep.
Yeah, I go from my car to the coffee place, and that's my exercise for the week.
Well, yeah. So yeah, she's going to be fine. I just don't know when and how. And
all right, let's see.
I'm reaching out for her because I love her, and she's a good soul.
Of course, of course. My perception is that it's a perception that she's going to have times now that short times that she's going to be feeling better for those times, and they may increase as far as duration. Just know that she's going to be having those times.
Good. That's good to hear. It's in the
And let her, and hear it from her though.
Oh.
When you ask her how she's feeling.
30 years. Like, I've learned to keep my mouth shut. Are there any women in the group here tonight? I don't want to. Oh, hi there. But hey, I've learned how to survive marriage.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I just say yes, ma'am. You know,
Yes,
I don't have anyone to say it to, but
Yes, I've learned how to survive. But thank you. Thank you.
let me do a little bit more. No, and it also involves being a little bit happier with yourself, with her. She'll notice that she's a little bit happier with herself.
Yes. Yes. There was sort of a breakthrough yesterday. If I don't know how much I can talk openly. I can talk openly, I guess. She's had dreams about angels recently, and she sees, I
Wow.
mean, she's got inner vision.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
told her about you being connected, and you'll meet her at some point. But yes, and
Cool.
she's been just in the past couple days lighter and feeling better, and this is good.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. This is
Good.
good. All right. And just to keep in mind though, this is recorded in public for the people, you know,
Yes.
and stuff like that. I totally understand. And so, all right, good. Yeah, Lynn reminded me to mention that. So, all righty. Let me see here. Anything about you would like me to work with, please?
Doug?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's someone else. I asked her to contact you, and it's just, I taught school for 20 years in Clark County in Las Vegas, and a mother contacted me, and she's not old. She's maybe 42, 43. Two beautiful kids that I had as students. I was a music teacher, and she has thyroid cancer, and she's Asian American, and she's back over in Taiwan, coming back to America. They say the tumor's shrinking, but she's really opening up for spiritual healing as well as doing physical. So I don't know if she's contacted you or not. I think she said she got your book. So I'm in touch with her, kind of encouraging her to know that she can be healed.
What is her first name?
Her name is Kathy.
Yeah, I don't know if I've had several Kathys, so I don't know. And I'll find out. And remind her to mention your name so I'll know who it is,
Yeah.
if she does.
She's over in the Far East now, and she'll be back in Las Vegas, she said, soon for another treatment. I'm not exactly sure what that means.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I don't know.
we just want to guide people in the right direction, right?
Yeah. And that's a thyroid cancer, you said.
Yeah, that's what she said.
All right. I just see her feeling really good about herself, you know, with her condition. So
Good.
a real simple, clean cut.
Good.
So, and at least that's the first phase. I don't know if there's other phases. I don't see those yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, excellent. Lynn, anything in particular, my dear friend? Are you there, Lynn? There you go.
Hi.
Hi.
I put a message in the chat,
Oh.
but if there's no delay, I can just say it. I would love a blessing from my mother-in-law, focusing on her right hip, so she
Oh,
can
okay.
be more mobile.
Yeah. How old is she?
Ooh, 93, 92,
Oh my
93.
God, she's a
She's-
youngin', huh?
She wants go back to driving her car.
Yeah, uh-huh. All right.
Yeah, and she was driving it before she broke her hip. She was just getting back to life, to her regular routine, and she went and fell and broke her hip.
All right. All right. Yeah, I don't know about the driving the car, getting into that again, but I will definitely. Is she starting to do starting to do therapy and feeling better now and being able to be more mobile?
They're doing some physio on her, but she's finds it very difficult. It makes her sick when they give her meds
Yeah.
orally.
Yep.
And so they're not understanding that she needs them through the intravenous. And so they're giving her a bit of a hard time. And then so she's not getting the physio that she needs. It's unfortunate situation. But she's stubborn,
Yeah, and sometimes what happens is when a traumatic event happens when you're of uh, an elderly stage, it turns into for some people it's called the dwindling disease, and the dwindling disease is like the breakdown of the biogenome and whatever else. So, the composition that makes us up and to be healthy and be able to go through a lot of stuff in life, physically, chemically, biologically, everything. And so that's sometimes as we get more elderly in life, when a traumatic incident happens, that's when there's like a break in the genome, our personal genome.
Okay.
And so just to let you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, and then more things start to happen.
Right.
And so, but what I'll do is I'll say a prayer for her to feel better about herself, and knowing that what they're telling her is like a guidance. I'll pray for that.
Right.
And my perception is that she'll be hesitant in her reaction to all this stuff that they want to do, but at the same time, I pray that she'll relinquish a little bit of the ideology that she has, where it won't be so stringent in her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right, my pleasure. What about you, Lynn?
Thank you. I'll go for a blessing. Thank you.
You got it. All right, my dear friend. You got it. All right.
Thank you so much.
Sure, my pleasure. Harry, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Mark.
All righty. I pray that the prayer gets answered about your car situation and you step out on it.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Mike, how you doing, my friend? Do you notice anything different in your lungs or your chest?
No, they actually, that's never bothered me.
Your knee?
My knee, my middle back,
Okay.
my thumbs, but the back and the thumbs, I think, are the long COVID. And the knees, I exercise them and keep them strong and stay away from medicine. and stuff. I'm wondering with Lynn's mom, if they cut the dosage down on the medicine.
Well, you see, there's a hesitancy of her to even take it,
Okay.
and a forgetfulness.
Yeah, my mom was, she'd take it that it would just waste her. And she'd like, this is garbage. What am I doing?
I know. Yeah. And it makes her stomach sick too. And that creates another hesitancy on wanting to do it. And, even finding out if they can do a change of meds, whatever it is, see if something else works. Or maybe, she's going in with an empty stomach on this stuff too. Who knows? Who knows?
It sounds
So,
like whatever they're giving her is too strong for her.
yeah, it does. It does. And so that's something you might also want to mention, Lynn. Sometimes it doesn't register in the medical community that these simple things can be, present. So,
Yeah, for the 40 years I've known her, she's always been super sensitive to anything that's chemical related. Super sensitive.
Yeah. And God. All right. Well, and Doug, how you doing, my friend?
Doing good, doing good. My brother,
Go ahead.
my brother and sister-in-law were in the Holy Order of Men's from 93 to 96. Also,
Oh, God.
Philadelphia. Yeah. I was the first one in Pittsburgh to run into it, and about 12 of us at the university ended up being it was a powerful time back then. Right?
Yeah, it was magical. Yeah.
It was like being in another dimension. It really
literally
was. But my brother and sister-in-law are such wonderful people. They both had a very nasty flu that's lingered, and they're getting better. But Margot and I prayed for them, and just want to know that they're okay. Richard and Kathy, they're wonderful people. Just want to know they're 100% better. And they've also, and I'm very much against the vaccine. I thank God in heaven I've not taken any vaccine, my wife and I. They have, because they're the misinformation is
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's poison, and there's a whole story behind it.
I know nothing about that. Yeah.
But they've taken it, so it weakens people's immune systems. I just want to know that their immune system.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Just prayers for them,
Sure.
Richard and
I'd be
Kathy.
more than happy to.
Thank
And
you.
what are their first names?
Richard and Kathy.
Richard and Kathy. All right. Cool. My pleasure. And anything else, anyone? Please, any questions, any comments? Ray, anything you can think of?
My friend Jeff, I told you about. I'm worried he may have some neurological problems because he fell and hit his head pretty badly.
Okay.
So he had blood floating around in there, and prayer for him.
I will.
Thank you.
I'm going to also pray that it's not going to be a long-term effect.
Yes.
Creating a situation for him. So. And everyone, please keep me updated how you're doing, what's happening. Shoot me a short email. And if something's changed, turn it into a really short paragraph of the way it was and what's happened since, if that should be the case, or what it's turning into. I really appreciate it. I love finding out. And all right. I can't think of anything else unless someone else can. Anything, Harry or Mike or Ray or Doug?
I do have one question, if I may, quickly.
Sure.
Thank you, and thank you for your energy with us. And
Oh, God bless you.
no, thank you, Vera. It's so needed. When I mentioned my brother Richard and Kathy, I know that you prayed for them, and usually you would comment on what came up. And the worry part of my mind is you didn't say anything. So
yeah, they're going to go through. My perception is that, and it's not negative. It's just objective. I think I'm pretty sure it is. Is that they're going to go through a quickened process. They're still going to go through saying, "Damn, this is still here," but it won't be as often, and it won't be as much as they thought it or it could have been. I know that.
okay, good, thank you.
And you'll even hear that from them if you were to ask them, "Oh, how's it going?" "Oh, fine. At times I have this still," they'll say. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Just relieves the little worry part of my mind that's you go over there, I'll talk to you later. I like that.
Yeah, really, literally.
For the moment you get rid of it and allow something positive.
Yeah. See, that's what I refer to as, the mass mind, as we've been taught. But the mass mind, I've learned, has a simple consciousness. It doesn't know anything other than itself. It's not possible for it to know anything other than itself, and it's a simple consciousness. It's almost like a child, so we can't hate it and we can't resist it. Otherwise, we're just, as we do those things, that's a resistance. And so, but if we acknowledge it and say, "Wait over there, I'll be right back," then there's no resistance. And it can't affect us in the severity or the term of it.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good technique. Thank you.
Yeah, very valid, and it works.
Yes, it works. All
Yes.
procrastination works. Even for the good things.
I hear you. All right, Mike, you have something you wanted to express or say?
I'm wondering if for Doug's wife, her back, if she did that simple exercise with the chair of laying on the floor and the carpet.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it-
tell her. Yeah, mention that,
Yeah.
please. Describe it.
Yeah,
Not
Chinese,
too long, but
Yeah,
go ahead.
a Chinese physician, traditional physician, told me this. Have her lay on a carpet with a dining room chair, and the chair is here, her legs are here, this is the knees, and this is her back.
Yes.
And put a pillow behind, she could put a pillow behind her head
Yes.
and just watch TV for an hour and just relax. And it allows the muscles to naturally relax in a very gentle way. And it might even help realign if there's a little
Spinal
if the
deviation there.
spine is, deviation, it might help with that too.
Yes, that's a good suggestion. Thank you. I know that those type of exercises really work.
Good.
I know they do.
Good.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And they feel
All
wonderful.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, my friends. Ray,
Thank you,
anything?
No, I that's all I
Okay.
could think of about Jeff, that
Yes.
he has a speedy recovery.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
I prayed for that.
Okay.
And where he'll have his right mind, whatever the speedy is, it's going to be perfect for him.
Yeah.
All right.
When's your next workshop?
I'm giving one on the 12th. It's a 2-hour workshop on intuition. And then I think it's, Lynn, do you know when the 4-day workshop is, an hour and a half a day? Or that's December?
January
or every-
24th to the
Yeah,
27th.
January, 24th through the 27th, Tuesday through Friday, from noon until 1:30 my time.
And it's called Utilizing Your Wisdom Within.
Yes. And it'll be based upon wisdoms, making your life simpler, and developing that within yourself. There'll be exercises, interactions, there'll be lecture, there'll be everything. So it'll be
The,
awesome.
It's all on the
Go-
website, right?
It is
Yeah.
on the website, and the early bird price is still in effect. So if you want to, if you're interested,
Yeah, the early bird price. Yeah.
on the quick.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. But the workshop this Thursday, the workshop this Thursday is how you are intuitive, and it's going to be
Yes.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, this Thursday is the 2-hour workshop from my time, Boulder time. It's from 4:30 to 6:30. And that's going to be awesome as well. All right. God bless everyone here. Thank you so
And
much.
you, thank you very much.
God bless you.
Nice meeting everyone.
Later, my
meeting you.
friends.
Have a wonderful week. Thank you.
Bye
Blessings.
Take care.
Blessings.
Thanks
Thank
again,
you.
Mark.
Thank you
Bye-bye,
all.
everyone. Have
Yeah.
fun.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good
Good
night,
night.
everyone.
Good night.